couple false starts early, obviously. Is that jitters? Is that what's going on in those moments?
I just knew that TJ was going to be screaming up the field, and so when he was in the wide 9 or off the body 5 technique, I was really more hesitant about getting out there, and so I was trying to time up the silent snap count as perfect as I could, but I got caught a couple times.
Most total rushing yards an opponent's ever had in this stadium. What does that mean to you guys?
It means that, we have the best offensive line in the league for the run game. I think, we come in here and, come into a place that's known for the Iron Curtain and kind of tear it down. I think it was a great experience for the entire offense this year and also the defense shutting them down and only holding them to 1 touchdown. So I think it was just a great collective group effort, and I think that everybody executed when they needed to execute.
What about the pride it takes you and Vandy in here backups and you still able to perform like that?
It comes down to our team, and our motto is do your 111th, and that's what Vandy and I did. We went out there and we knew that we were going to have to play lights out tonight and have to really dive deep into our technique, and that's what we ended up doing, and I think the results showed for themselves.
Who and how did you settle down after those couple false starts?
I was myself. I mean, you're out there on an island every now and then, and going from center and then to guard now to tackle, it gets you kind of thinking like, all right, these dudes are athletic, they're beasts off the edge, and so it was kind of me just the entire day, even when I woke up and kind of when we landed yesterday, of staying in like a even keel mindset and not letting myself kind of think too much of like, oh, what if this happens, what if that happens? Just go out there and wherever the dude's lined up, block.
Alec, it felt to me on the sidelines like this game changed on your sideline when Josh took that hit that they didn't call. Felt like you got your demeanor changed. Would that be fair?
Yeah, man. We try to keep 17 as clean as possible, and then when somebody goes out there and does a cheap shot like that, it kind of wakes everybody up to know, we got to set our jaws and we got to come out here and get ready to swing. It's gonna be a Mike Tyson fight.
How were you guys able to kind of stick with it through weather the early mistakes, turnovers, and penalties?
Just keep grinding, keep chopping towards the end goal of winning the game tonight, and that's kind of what we just kept saying on the sideline. We came back off the 2 penalties, the 3 penalties, and the sideline was really positive. Josh was a great reinforcement of kind of positive energy and just keeping your yin and yang. So it was ups and downs, but we were able to kind of tether the boat to more of the ups than rather than downs.
I don't know what your expectation was coming in, but no sacks on Josh, and you set a record for rushing yards in this building. How does that stack up to maybe what you were hoping for when you walked in the door?
It stacks up to, the level of play that our starters have set for us, whether it's Spencer and Dion or me and Vandy out there playing. We're back there to protect 17 for as long as he needs it, and we executed that tonight. And so it was a great feeling to be able to come on the sideline after every drive and probably have double-digit drives every time and be able to come back and be like, all right, we got points. He was up vertical. As long as he's vertical, deadly things can happen.
Alec, I'm sorry, you might have already answered it, but did the hit on Josh, that slide, kind of spark the offense? It felt like after that, you guys really got into a rhythm.
Yeah, it was kind of another tone setter, and kind of another wake-up call of us to be like, all right, they want to do that. They want to hit our dude when he's down. Let's go right back after him and kind of get it going and see what they're really about. And as you could tell, we were the more resilient team.